campaign trail in Gurdaspur in Punjab, where it's quite a battle for actor Sunny Deol, who's suddenly launched his political campaign. How is that working out on the ground? Watch the campaign trail of Sunny Deol and sitting MP Sunil Jakhar.
BJP has always backed upon star power to represent the seat of Gurdaspur Lok Sabha seat. After late Vinod Khanna, who represented it from 1998 to 2017, the party has now fielded another Bollywood superstar, Sunny Deol. Known for his shy behavior, Deol addressed his first public meeting after the filing of nominations and enthralled the audience with the one-liners from his patriotic movies. Gurdaspur has 9 assembly constituencies, with 7 being represented by Congress and 1 each Akali Dal and BJP. Sunny Deol has been holding roadshows and receiving good response from the Youth Brigade in the constituency. But he refrains from touching upon the local issues and responding to the challenge thrown by the opposition party.
It has been a long day for Bollywood star Sunny Deol, who has been fielded by the BJP here in Gurdaspur. We caught up with him after a long chase. Welcome and thanks for joining us, Sunny Baji. And finally, I'm shaking the 2.5 kilo ka haath. So, Sunny Baji, first thing, you have been campaigning here for the last couple of days. So, kaisa response mil raha hai aapko?
I think I'm getting a great response over here. People are. I had always expected that, we are in the people's heart, because that was my belief, we stay in their heart. And when I came here, I could see that the kind of love which has been pouring out has been so beautiful, and it has surprised me a lot and made me feel more strong, because there's a belief out there and I don't want the belief ever to break.
So when did you think of entering into politics? Was it offered by the BJP, or you had any inkling in the past that I should join?
No, I never had the inclination to join politics, to be very frank. But we always keep saying that, we need to, when we see politicians do certain things and we get agitated and angry about it. So I thought why not someone like me or other people like us should go and join rather than keep grumbling about it. And when I got the chance, when Modi ji asked me to do, and I said, let's do it. I took some time, but then I said, because I'm already doing a lot of work, so I thought about it and I said, let's go ahead and get victory for Modi ji, because he's been a leader who has done great work in the last 5 years. And I want the next 5 years also to belong to Modi ji, because we need a strong leader out there.
Last question is, what are the issues people are demanding when you're going out to campaign?
Well, right now they're not demanding any issues. Right now they're just pouring love, and they're pouring the faith in me and the belief in me. That's what I can see right now. Issues is something which I have to sit down and understand. And definitely the major issues over here are the kids, the youth, and the farmers. And that's what I'm going to be tackling.
One last question. I have been observing your speeches. You're not making any personal attacks, unlike other leaders from Congress who are saying he's an outsider, from the parachuted candidate and all that, and he's not a real army soldier guy, whatever. Why don't you respond to those people?
Because I've not come here to talk. I've come here to understand and do my job. And we waste so much of our energy on other things that we do not focus on our job. My job here is to understand my people, understand my constituency, and understand what is happening around here, and go for that rather than talk all this gibberish thing which everybody. I don't fear anyone. If people want me, I'm there. If they don't want me, I'm not there. But if I'm there...
So people are saying once you win, you will be the defense minister, because you're already representing the border constituency.
I have heard about all these things, but I don't think so. I want to go around over there. Right now I want to just serve my country, and let's see whatever the Prime
Thanks and best wishes for joining us, sir. So this was Sunny Deol, who said that he doesn't want to spend or waste energy in attacking opposition leaders, and he wants to mind his business.
But his calm demeanor has not been able to save him from controversy. Within days of hitting the campaign, Sunny Deol has been accused of hurting religious sentiments, with a photograph being circulated by the Congress party as how he put his feet on the pictures of Hindu god Lord Shiva while sitting on the top of a truck during his roadshow. The incumbent MP and Congress candidate Sunil Jakhar is fighting a prestige battle in Gurdaspur. Before wresting the seat from BJP in 2017, he had lost the assembly elections from Abohar assembly seat in 2017 and Firozpur Lok Sabha seat in 2014. Jakhar, an experienced politician, doesn't see Deol as a threat and calls him a parachute candidate who knows nothing about the constituency.
ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਫਾਲਤੂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਹਿਣ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਾਹਿਬ, ਆਹ ਹਾਲ ਹੈ ਕਿਸਾਨੀ ਦਾ ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਭਾਲਦੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਤੋਂ ਵੀ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਆ ਕੇ ਸਵਾਰ ਦੇਣਗੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ। ਅੱਗੇ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਮੋਦੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਾ, ਫੇਰ ਕਹਾਂ ਬੰਬਈ ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਪਤਾ ਹੋਊਗਾ। ਜਦ ਤੱਕ ਸਿੱਖਣਗੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਵਾਲਾ ਦਾ ਵਾਹਣ ਹੋ ਜਾਊਗਾ ਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਜਾਊਗਾ।
But Jakhar reserves most of his attack for the BJP-led NDA government led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his policies. He is also concerned about Prime Minister's remarks on nuclear war vis-a-vis Pakistan and terms how sensitive the issue is for the border state of Punjab and the ongoing project of Kartarpur corridor.
So it has been a very busy and long day for Congress State President Sunil Jakhar. He has been moving around in his constituency and he spitted against BJP's Sunny Deol. Sunny Deol was recently announced by the BJP for as the candidate from Gurdaspur constituency. So we would speak to Mr. Jakhar that what are his challenges this time in the elections and how and what are the responses he's getting during his campaign. Thanks for joining us, sir.
No, thank you. Thank you for taking the trouble of coming all the way. This is the back of the beyond. We are on the real border, not a filmy border. We are sitting right on the border. We are eyeball to eyeball with Pakistanis across the border. And this is the place where all these, I would say, Punjabis and Sikhs would have been praying for the last 70 years to get a chance to visit holy Kartarpur Sahib, to pay their respect and do the Seva Sambhal as we've been doing all the prayers for. And with God's grace and with Vaheguru's Kripa, now finally I think better sense has prevailed on both sides of the border. And we hope that Modi Sahib will not pull up some other trick out of his sleeve to put a spanner in this progress of this thing. Though it seems by all means people in Punjab are really worried with all the kind of empty threats and boast and these blusters which he's been talking about. He has even pulled out of all the things about the nuclear weapons. I think there is something behind all this bluster. There is something with this anti-minority tag, and people in Punjab are really wary of his intentions, whether he really want to get this passage built or he's just trying to create hindrances. And I think people in Punjab have made up their mind. For this passage to be built to Kartarpur Sahib, Mr. Modi has to go. BJP has to go. It has to be some right-minded, responsible government at the helm of affairs to handle these very sensitive talks with a kind of a not so friendly neighbor of ours who have, by a miracle of God, consented to get this passage built. So we hope and pray that this sentiment which is in Punjab is reflected across the country.
And what are the issues you are raising in your campaign, and what are people demanding of you, or what are their expectations when you go out in your political campaign these days?
I think the basic underline, the common denominator across the country, but I can say it for certainty here in Punjab and here in Gurdaspur, is jobs, employment. Young people are desperate for jobs, especially since this border area. Again, I come to this hashtag border area, like where nobody is willing to put in investment. So where do they go looking for jobs? 150,000 people, students or young people, go to foreign countries every year from Punjab, and each family has to shell out something like between 15 to 20 lakh rupees. You know the kind of capital which is flowing out of the country, kind of human capital which is flowing out. This is the so-called young India, the demographic kind of advantage which India had is flowing out of the country, the kind of impact it has on Indian or Punjab economy. These are the issues. Our farmer is desperate, farmer is dying, though Punjab government, ever since Captain Amarinder Singh ji took over, has brought down the suicide level. Earlier, during the Akali BJP regime for 10 years, the average came to a shocking 1,000 farmer suicide every year. And the last 2 years, according to the 3 universities which have conducted a data and which correlates, is about 330. It has come down by 2/3. But every single farmer which commits suicide is our responsibility. We don't run away from it. We are doing everything that we can. But this government, Modi Sahib's government, with all these empty promises of Swaminathan report that I will give them the fair price, all these prices without a purchase mechanism, without the money to purchase that, without institutions to purchase, farmers produce. Farmers are still desperate. And I think this is why they are decided,
Okay, let's come to your contest with Sunny Deol. Now, you told him, you said in the past that he is not a real life hero, or he has only acted in the movie Border. So, I'm asking you that Gurdaspur has a history of having love with actors as politicians. So, why do you think that you will be preferred by the voters in this constituency and not Sunny Deol?
No, I'm under no illusions. I consider election is a serious, anybody, whether it was Sunny Deol or somebody else, election is fought on issues. And as far as this glamour, Hollywood, Bollywood kind of a thing, I think Gurdaspur has its fill of stardom. Mr. Vinod Khanna, I was again a big fan of him. He has been here, they have seen him in close quarters. People were like crazy when he came in 1999. The first time when he came in, there were not even dish TVs available every home. There was no mobile internet, and people were falling all over each other. Now I think after 15 years they realize what it is all about, and they have seen they have had a look at him. Is good. Like, he would attract attention even if it was in Bombay itself. Every third guy is some star or the other. They get that kind of attention. Like, even product selling or product marketing, all that you first do is to create attention. Yeah, he grabs attention, but after that you have to see substance. But so far, I haven't seen any substance behind it. So he has to prove himself. I have nothing against him. I've never said that he's a real hero or not hero. But yes, all he has done is talking in filmy dialogues. Delivering a filmy dialogue is one thing, and the delivery of service is a totally different thing. So whether he will be up to it, but he's running away from coming across and telling what he's all about. People would like to know more about it. If you go and buy a product, and here's a product which they are trying to sell for the next 5 years, you are stuck with it. It's a capital investment. It's an investment in terms of what you're paying is your vote, and the vote is, I think, so many good lives have been lost. They have sacrificed their life to get us the freedom to have a democracy here, so that every person can vote. That vote cannot be wasted through just a glamorous dialogues.
In Gurdaspur, in your constituency, and also at national level, BJP has been using those nationalistic sentiments. Even Sunny Deol, when he filed his nomination and after that he addressed a public meeting, he used dialogues from his movies. So how you are going to counter that nationalistic fervor in this election?
Whom is Mr. Modi trying to teach patriotism? Like, whom is he referring to? Punjab knows what patriotism is all about. Modi Sahab or BJP has never ever been even close to anything called a sacrifice. What have they done? They don't even have any legacy of leaders who have participated in freedom struggle. I've seen their insides of BJP headquarters. All they have is Shama Prasad Mukherjee. I think afterward he was not even part of the thing. Or they have Deen Dayal Upadhyay ji, and there's no third name. So whom are they telling patriotism? I am afraid like they have really missed the plot. This is Punjab, Sahib. We are a border state. Punjab has contributed more than its share. We have the lion's share in army. We are the ones who, Punjab itself, forget about our armed forces. We are proud of them. They are not Modi ki Sena. Modi ki Sena is this Nikardari, khaki nikar wale. This army is India's army. It's our army. We are all proud of it. And I think Punjab itself is a second line of defense or a first line of defense. Army steps in later. So we know what patriotism is all about. We have been at the receiving end when terrorism struck in Dinanagar itself, which is part of my constituency. They came, and of all the people, even what Modi Sahab harps about, a chai wala dhaba outside, fellow was shot along with other officers. SP was killed. Again, the intruders came in, terrorists came in, walked into our Pathankot air base, and to rub salt into our wounds, Mr. Modi invited ISI. You think Punjabis forget this? Do you think Mr. Deol can answer what were the reasons behind this invitation? You are asking ISI to come into our forward line strategic defense base. Can he explain it to the people, if not to me? I wanted to come and discuss with him. Let's at least enlighten me so that I can tone down and I can then,
Sunny Deol says that he is not going to respond to name calling.
Name
calling from Captain Amrinder Singh said that he is a fake.
This is not name calling. He is stating facts. Captain Saab is a real Fauji. and I think he's first and foremost a Fauji. If there is anybody a Fauji in Punjab, he is the first and foremost a Punjabi. So there is nothing name. There is no name calling. I'm saying I have all regards for him. I'm fond of him as an actor. So where is the problem? Where is the name calling? He can pick up his own place of his own choice. He can pick up whatever, or he can interact with people. I don't mind. I'm just saying that let's, if he has come from Bombay, let's raise the level of debate to a higher level. This going around towns, making speeches to people there, let them sit and let's raise the level of our debate.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you for joining us, and best wishes for your campaign.
Thank you so much.
So this is Congress President, State President Sunil Jakhar, who is contesting elections against Sunny Deol, and he says that he's very confident about his own work and the work of the state government, and he says there is no comparison between the unfulfilled promises of Narendra Modi government at the center and Captain Amrinder Singh's government in the state, which still has to finish its terms.
हम तो सनी देओल और जाखड़ जी के बीच में मुकाबला गिनते ही नहीं है। जाखड़ जी को 2.5 साल हो गए हमारे एरिया में आए हुए कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी में, अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं, हर पंच सरपंच से मिल रहे हैं, हर कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी में जा रहे हैं, बटाला, गुरदासपुर, पठानकोट, हर शहर में आते हैं। अभी तो उन्होंने घर भी ले लिया पठानकोट में।
BJP candidate from Gurdaspur and Bollywood actor Sunny Deol has been conducting his road shows in the area, but he hasn't still spoken about the local issues, and taking cue from that, the Congress candidate Sunil Jakhar has been attacking him in all his public rallies. Even he has invited him for an open debate over the local issues of Punjab and Gurdaspur. Now it would be interesting to see that how people of Punjab on Gurdaspur Lok Sabha constituency repose their faith in an experienced politician like Sunil Jakhar or an experienced actor like Sunny Deol. In Gurdaspur, this is Mohammad Ghazali for NDTV.